Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. Welcome in, Aquarius. I do thank you for joining in. I'm just smudging to cleanse the energy here a little bit. And I'm going to get some cards to catch a vibe for you. I do want to let you know that I'm aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys, Aquarius. I'm a little under the weather, so forgive my weird voice. But spirit shows up no matter what. So I do thank you guys for tuning in with me, no matter how you found the channel. If you enjoy what you find here, feel free to subscribe to the page and give it a thumbs up, man. That would be fantastic. A thumbs up and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I do appreciate you joining in. Lovely card so far, Aquarius. You might be really noticing your dream time. As I see number 2, the High Priestess there, that's a major arcana card. That's a major happening in your life right now, Aquarius. So number 2, the High Priestess, speaks about your intuition and your inner knowing. Okay, and even your dream time. See, her eyes are closed, but they're kind of open, but they're kind of closed. Like, this is a great card. Check it out. Whoa, hello there. So this is about the downloads that you might be receiving while you're asleep, the upgrades that you're getting to prepare you as you move forward, right? So pay attention to your dream time. I do want to say that sometimes we have human grief dreams or nightmares that plague us. If you're someone who is experiencing that, request that your higher self stop giving you challenging dreams, okay? It can be as simple as requesting that the challenging dreams stop because they're not helping you, okay? But if you are receiving dreams that seem like nonsense or dreams that seem like they might be speaking to you in some kind of a way, please feel free to journal those dreams, because sometimes spirit speaks to us in new ways if we lean into that form of communication. I do also want to say that our loved ones in the spirit world love to come into our dream time. Our brains are much more softer during that time, and they can much more easily slip in with us. Okay, so if you're noticing that your loved ones in the spirit world are popping in with your dreams, look at this. They might be dressed all in white. Okay, I love how she's all in white here. They might be dressed all in white. They will appear healthy and well and whole and smiling and full of love, and they might have their arms out to you and they want to hug you. They might tell you how much they love and miss you, but their mouth might not move because the communication is heart to heart now. Okay, so I just want to give that to Aquarius. You may be dreaming with the spirit world, in which case journal these dreams down and take note of these things so that the spirit world knows what's working as they're attempting to communicate with you and let you know that they are okay. So regardless of your dream state, this major arcana, the High Priestess, it's about your intuition. It's about you having everything that you need within yourself. You have the skills, the tools, the knowledge, and the ability to protect your energy as you move forward, to grow in new ways as you move forward. You are divinely protected. Make sure that you're keeping a healthy boundary around your energy. This white is really drawn into me around her chest here. So this is about you feeling righteous in your energy and not letting other infringe upon what you have going on, okay? Or bring you down or knock you down. Maybe you have this new wonderful information or these new experiences that you're having, and maybe there's a naysayer in your life. So spirit is saying, let the naysayer keep their crappy energy all to themselves. You don't have to let it sway you. And that's part of this major arcana, being solid in your own understanding to where you don't have to relax into what somebody else says, does, or their opinion about what's going on. It's totally up to you, and you're fine going out on the limb, standing on your own 2 feet, because you're grown and you know from your own experience that you are the one who you can trust. So Aquarius, that's what I feel here. I feel like you're growing. I feel like you're growing in new ways. I want to remind you not to chart your progress against someone else's chart, because sometimes we look at others and go, oh, they're so much further ahead than me, or they've got it all figured out. But they're not coming from the same journey that you've been on. You know what I mean? I also want to say this growth card says it's really important to be honest about where you are right now and where you used to be. Even if that makes you feel a little uncertain, right? Because maybe where you used to be wasn't all that great. But you need to note that. It's important to recognize that, to say, I used to be over here and I'm barely climbing, and now I'm maybe here. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm way further than I used to be. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm so much further than I used to be. And it's because you've learned. I feel like Aquarius has, as of yet, learned a lot of things kind of by touching the hot stove, right? How do you learn not to touch the hot stove? Well, I touched it once. It was really hot, and I learned first and foremost, never, ever, 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 ever to risk that again, to do that again. But I feel like it's not about that anymore. It's not about learning through the negative consequence. It's about embracing the positive energy and moving forward with that. I feel like you've learned enough through negativity. And that's not the only way that you're going to learn. I want to remind Aquarius, just because you're reaching new heights doesn't mean you're going to get burned. Doesn't mean there's going to be poor experiences as a result. Sometimes we grow and it's easy and it's fluid and it feels so right. So your card here is number 31, risk. So 3 and 1 speaks to me about the reasons that you're willing to make certain changes. You're not doing things for the same reasons that you used to anymore. And it's important to recognize that, Aquarius, that you're coming from a new place. So now you might have new reasons. And maybe some of your reasons don't make sense. It's just a gut feeling. It's an inner knowing within yourself that you know this is what's right, at least for right now. Okay. Or at least for you. Right. And that is the answer, is listening to that. This 3, it's funny that this is 31, okay? 31, and then this is 2, right? 3 minus 1 is 2, right? And when I'm 3 is like I'm factoring in all these other things before I jump into that one lane of making the decision. But instead, there's nothing to factor in except for you and how you feel about it. And is this taking me towards my goals? Now, I need to pause there for just one moment. Spirit is wanting me to say to Aquarius that this could be a big ticket of advancement for you if you decide to run your schedule, your agenda, your actions, your decisions through a lens of, does this line up with the goal that I'm walking towards? Or does it detour me from that goal? Does it sidetrack me from the path that I'm actively walking down? Or does it beeline me in a straighter sense towards that achievement? So rather than relaxing into whatever's going on for the day or whatever might even arise, hey, friend, you want to do this or that with me? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure if that lines up with where I'm walking towards. In fact, it kind of pulls me off track and off schedule for this day. And that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. I do feel like some risks are definitely worth it, but Spirit is offering you to begin moving in new ways, Aquarius, because you're advancing very quickly and the opportunity to expand is imminent, okay? But it's going to create the opportunity for you to begin to say no to some of the things that you may have just said yes to without even thinking. Okay. Somebody approaches you with some plans or whatever, rather than just, oh, yeah, sure, I'm down. Wait a minute. Actually, I'm planning to use that time in a focused way towards my goals. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to go do that thing with you this time, friend, or whatever it might be. That's what I really feel for Aquarius. And if you can decide to make some decisions in alignment with your goals, like in succession, in sequence, one after another, get on the bandwagon of walking towards that goal, I feel like you're going to realize it a lot more quickly than you think. Now, your loved ones in the spirit world are around you, Aquarius. And that's their message for you. How beautiful. I watch over you every day. Whether you're dreaming with them, whether you know it or not, they watch over you every day. And you see these little flowers, those are the ones that turn into wishing flowers. So your wish is not quite ready to be made just yet, but it's on the horizon. See this beautiful heart, the cloud in the sky. Maybe you scry the clouds. Maybe you talk to the clouds and talk to your loved ones. They hear you. They want your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes to come true. They want you to boldly take the risks necessary to reach your dreams, even if they were never brave enough to do that. You are the one who's stronger. You are the one who's the way shower and the change maker. And your loved ones in the spirit world are so excited to watch you do this for the family, for everyone, for yourself, because you matter so much, not only to them, but to many, Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm going to leave all of your loved ones' love with you, and they cannot wait to watch you achieve those dreams and goals. It will happen. I'm so excited for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you found. Drop a comment to let me know how it resonates. And if I'm full of crap, you can drop that into the comments as well. I hope you enjoyed what you found here, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm wishing you all the love and all the blessings. Bye, Aquarius.